Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, just simply book one, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated as well. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. It's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Be sure to tell a family friend or all that you know to come on over and subscribe to the channel so that they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. Okay? I have two oracle cards that I pulled out, my don't care deck. Okay, the first card says, don't turn back. So right away, collective, there is something that you need not to turn back to. This could be a karmic relationship. This could be your family. This could be a friend, or this could be a romantic connection. And Spirit is saying it is possible for you not to turn back. You could be separated right now, maybe playing back and forth in your head. You know, should you go? Should you stay? Should you give this a second chance? Spirit is saying the idea that you are separated, and this is not your first time being separated or isolated from this person or the situation. Spirit is saying it is a good idea for you to consider that you are able to move forward and not turn back, okay? And the second oracle card that I have here, collective, it says you can do it. And so you could possibly be maybe telling yourself that, you may be doing some stinking thinking, telling yourself you can't do it, maybe giving yourself reasons why you feel that you can't do it, or that you can't be independent. Maybe you're feeling you can't make it on your own, far as when it comes to maybe living alone, being alone. Maybe you are concerned with finances, but Spirit is saying that all that is a lie. Even if you don't see how you're going to survive, how you're going to make it through, how you're going to overcome, that is all a lie. That is your ego simply talking to you, telling you that you can't do it so that you'll stay on that karmic cycle, treating yourself like an evolving door, allowing this person to go in and out of your life. It'll just create stagnation. And so people, I'm pretty sure we all have experience going back and forth into a relationship, whether it was romantic, whether it was a friendship or a family connection, okay? But going back and forth, it only sends out the signal that you are not done with the karmic lesson. And so the stagnation comes when you are blocked. And so the stagnation is you blocking yourself. Source, Yahweh, the universe, God, however you refer to your religious or cultural beliefs, they're not going to send the universe new opportunity your way when you are constantly dealing with past energy, especially an energy that causes you to walk away, especially an energy that is unhealthy. And so it doesn't matter about your feelings. Oh, I'm so in love. Some of you think you are in love. You're just in love with the euphoria moment. That's for somebody, okay? You're just in love with the sexual side, and that is not love. That is temporary pleasure, okay? It's just a fleeting moment, okay? It is a beautiful thing to have relations. That's not what I'm saying, but that message is for somebody. You're in love with the physical part of what this person can do to you. And so don't allow, your ego to tell you what you can't do, because Spirit is saying you can do it. And just because you don't know how, and you're probably saying, wait a minute. Well, if I'm going to not turn back to this connection, if I'm going to keep moving forward, well, how? Maybe you're asking yourself, well, how, Spirit? How am I going to do this? You could be someone you want, what's the word for it? You want proof. You want evidence, and that's not how God works. That's not how the universe works. Okay, that's not how spirit works. That's not even how your ancestors work. Sometimes there are, spaces and places that the human eye is not privy to for reasons. You are sent through many tests while you are here on the planet Earth in the matrix as a human. And the test is to see how much faith do you have? How much do you believe in yourself? You say you believe in a higher power. We say we have faith, but how much faith do you really have? Do you really believe in what you claim to believe in? Can you stand on it 10 toes down? Can you be brave enough to choose self-preservation and give yourself an opportunity, at least a little bit, even if it's a little smidget bit, of living your best life, of living a life of happiness, peace, abundance, prosperity, longevity, good health, Okay, victory, success, positive relationships, a healthy love connection, different relationships with reciprocity where there's an equal give and take, and it doesn't have to be one-sided. Okay, and so Spirit is saying this is also a test of your faith. And so, going back and forth into any connection when a person is showing you who they are, as the great Maya Angelou say, you should believe them. Will disrespect you, disregard you, treat you some type of way. Respect when people are showing you who they are, collective. There's no reason for us to go around trying to check nobody and tell people how to be. Allow people to be who they are. We don't need to correct people. But Spirit is saying for you to take time to choose yourself in this situation. You have walked away so many times that each time you go back, it causes a decrease in the level of respect that this person or these people have for you. Now, this could be romantic, this could be a friendship, a business partnership, or this could be your family, your mother, your father, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, okay? But the more you keep going back and walking away, stop talking to them, then I'm going to talk to them, stop. You have to make your mind up. Stop offering yourself as a self-sacrifice and choose you. Because whatever you're saying that you can't do, Spirit is confirming through this message, you can do it. And no, we know they're saying these are your spirit guides. We know that you want confirmation. You want proof. Like, okay, here's 50,000 in your hand. Go ahead and walk away. That isn't how it works, okay? Here in the matrix as humans, the things that we have learned and have been projected on to us throughout our life, we have to allow the unlearning, as you work on self-awareness, okay, spirituality or having an awakening in your life, it's totally different. Okay, time doesn't even exist, in other dimensions and other realms. Okay, and so the way you perceive things here in life is not how it goes spiritually speaking. I'll say it like that. Hope you caught it with a pitcher's glove. Okay. And so, no, you're supposed to be brave no matter what your circumstances are. No matter what your circumstances are, this message is for a lot of people, and go ahead and keep your back turned and trust you can do it. And the more you keep that back turned and the more you trust you can do it, the more opportunities will open up for you. The more the right people will come in your life. Unexpected money could arrive out of anywhere if you're worried about money. If you're worried about childcare, there's resources for that. Okay, if you're worried about a change in your job, okay, maybe you love your job and, if I let this person go, I have to leave the job too because it's close. People have all kind of reasons and excuses that we give ourselves when we don't want to let some go. And so Spirit is saying, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Stop going back and stop giving yourself excuses why you can't go back. Because just because you want to allow your ego, aka, okay, just because you want to allow your ego to control you and lead you, your ego is part of you. You are a human being and a spiritual being, okay? That is no excuse, and you don't get a pass for that. All right, Spirit, they're coming through hard and heavy. So those who are mature and into self-love and self-elevation and desiring to move forward, I'm pretty sure you will appreciate this message and will not take it personally, but it is personal. It is personal. There's a connection that you are constantly going back to, and it's time to stop. It's time to stop. And another thing, Spirit is saying you don't have to go to this person and say, well, I'm leaving you and it's over. No, you're already separated. Don't turn back. Communication should be broken at this point. Leave it that way. Leave it that way. You don't have to announce your departure. That's another thing. People get in the habit of thinking they have to announce their arrival and their departure. That world card wanted to come out. And you don't. It's not the truth. It's an illusion. Don't believe the lies. They're all lies. They're all lies. Stop believing the lies that you are telling yourself. That you can't make it, that you have to stay in this connection. You want a 2-parent home. You got to do this and do that. And they paid the car. And I'm not. Whatever has to be done. Sometimes we have to endure a short term of discomfort for a peace of mind or long-term success. If you don't have peace, collective, you have nothing. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have peace, you have nothing at all. And it's time for you to make your mind up. The ball is in your corner. You are in full control. No one is forcing you to return to any unhealthy connection. No one is going to pin roses on you for staying in an unhealthy connection. This is your life. We all are uniquely, individually, divinely created. Yes, I'm going to say it. And we all have our own destinies and paths. And so why would you want to create a blockage in your life where you can't fulfill your destiny, where you can't live in your purpose? It just simply doesn't make sense at all. It just doesn't make sense at all. With the Five of Pentacles, it's better to have a peace of mind than be connected to someone and you're unhappy and you're frustrated. You're worried about someone cheating on you, or they are constantly cheating on you. They're disrespectful. They have no regard or compassion or consideration. When you talk to them, it goes in one ear and out the other. They're not responsible. They're not reliable. If it's a family or a friend, it's the same way. They're always throwing shots at you. They're always trying to inflict some kind of negative energy onto you, trying to make you feel inferior, trying to make you feel less than. Stop sacrificing yourself and allowing people to break your spirit. Because that is their goal, is to have you so broken down where you will keep returning. Where you'll keep returning. And the key is right in the corner. This person does not have to stay in the situation. If they lift their head, they'll see the key is right in this corner. They can unlock it and get on out of there. They can unlock it, get on out of there, and keep walking. And keep walking. And let the favor and opportunity go ahead and prepare to cross your path because you've done the work. That's how you get a response. That's how you get a positive response out of the universe, out of source, out of God. That's how you get from your ancestors when you're doing the work, when you're doing the part. There is no woe is me pity. Oh, they're going to take pity on me because I don't want to leave because I just got to stay. I've been knowing him forever. I've been with her forever. That's not how it goes. The favor doesn't come out of you having pity on yourself. Great fortune always favors those who are bold, those who are courageous, and those who believe. And success and happiness looks different according to everyone. We can have a room of 5 to 10 people, and each person will give you a different definition of what happiness and success looks like to them. And that's correct because we all are individually, uniquely, divinely created. But you could be living your best life instead of living your worst. Are you ready for your world to change, or will you go back to this connection? If it's housing, there's a solution for that too. Even if it has to be a shelter, it's only temporary, it's not forever. You don't know who you may meet, when you're out and about, when you're, like running errands. Your blessing, favor, or information can come from a total stranger. Someone who doesn't know you, you don't know them. But Spirit can put someone in your pathway to give you information as you move forward and go down this path of saving yourself from staying in this connection. Spirit does not want you to go back. It's time's up. And if you choose to go back, it will only get worse. It will only get worse. Be ambitious. Be brave. You see that motorcycle looks like it's at the end of a cliff. This person is running to jump on that motorcycle. Not even worried if it's going to fall off the cliff, right? Courage. Being brave. Being courageous. The next card we have here, the Ten of Wands. Letting go of the burden. Look at all that luggage. Look at all those bags. Look at all those bags, all this luggage here. And this person came from this hill all the way down. It's time to let it go. Spirit doesn't want you to go back. I was going to do a different spread, collective, and I picked up the cards, and these cards were right there. And they said, go with it. I said, okay. Because I had something else in mind, but Spirit had something else in mind, so I followed. Because that's what I do over here. That's what I do over here. The next card we have is the Four of Pentacles. You will have increase. You'll be able to have more once you leave this relationship, this connection. And I'm not implying that this person was taking money from you. They could have been in one way or another, causing you to have to circulate or spend more. You'll be able to see your way once the friction and the clouds and the smoke is out the way. Once you get away from this energy, you'll be able to see your way, Spirit is saying. You'll be able to see a lot more clearer, a lot of clarity. A lot of clarity for you, collective. You'll notice, oh, I can do this now. I can do that now. Having the wrong people around you in life, doesn't matter whether they're family, friends, your side piece, two piece, your husband, your wife, can create a lot of blockages. Having the wrong people around you, going back and forth with karmics, this relationship, whatever it is a karmic situation, meaning you are supposed to experience it. You were supposed to meet them. You are part of their family, but you're not supposed to stay, not when it's unhealthy. You're not indebted to these people. Who taught you that? Who raised you? It's time for you to raise yourself and do some unlearning. Nowhere is it written saying thou shalt stay where they're not wanted. Nowhere is it written, I haven't read it, thou shalt stay where they're mistreated. Thou shalt stay where they're disregarded. I've never read it. I've never read it or seen it. I don't think I ever will. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. No, 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 no. So you're doing any discomfort, anything, don't complain. Spirit is saying don't complain. If you're choosing to go back, don't complain. And even if you're married, this reading is for someone who's married too. Because just because you walk down an aisle and say I do does not mean everything is peachy keen. And it does not mean you're happy. Marriage does not equal happiness. Just like being single does not mean you're miserable. There's a lot of people in connections who are fighting to get out, who wish they weren't even involved. Look how people during the pandemic were speaking about their spouses on social media and on TV. They saying it as a joke, but they actually mean it. Oh, I got to be locked down with my husband and wife. That's sad. That is sad. That's not even funny. It shouldn't even be a problem. If you chose to say I do and be with this person, you got to be locked down with them. That ain't funny, because in hindsight, you mean that. It's on your mind. It's in your heart. That's why it came out your mouth. You're complaining about spending time with your husband or your wife or your man, your spouse. That's kind of sad and embarrassing. I mean, I was hearing it. I'm pretty sure you did too. You guys heard it. We all seen it. It's on social media. People making jokes about it, trying to kiki. No, that's kind of bold and embarrassing if your spouse is saying this about you. It's something deeper going on. It's something deeper, because nobody didn't say you couldn't go on the porch at that time. But you complaining, oh, we stuck in. I gotta be with my husband and wife. Oh, gee, haven't you been with your husband and wife? What's really going on? They say you let a person talk and just listen. They tell a whole lot of things about themselves. Let them talk and you just listen. But there's a whole lot of people in situations they wish they've never been a part of. They wish they've never agreed to. But people get in connections for different reasons. And even if this isn't a romantic situation for you that you walked away from, it could be family that is latched on to you because they feel maybe you're providing something for them. It can just be something as simple as your energy, collective. You're providing your energy. They call them energy vampires. Those with dark energy, those with that low vibrational energy, they come to you and they siphon your energy and leave you drained and tankered. And all while they're dealing with you, they're disrespectful, they disregard you, they leave, bust up, and then come back when they need another supply. Because they know you're the high vibing one, the loving one. People can use you even for your energy. It is real out here in these cosmic streets. It is real, and those who know, know. Maybe they're using you for a ride. Maybe they're using you because you got connections. It could be a lot of things. Maybe they're using you for food. I don't know. Maybe you like to cook up and feed everybody. Maybe you babysit for them. Maybe you never turn a kid down. You always saying, yeah, you can stay. And that way mama and daddy can go play. You never say no. You're always saying yes. Maybe somebody want to use you for your food stamp card. That's the message. I was told to say it. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's get real here. Someone is showing you who they are, believe them. The more you go back, the worse it will get. You have free will, you can do what you want, but it will never get better. No one is going to pin roses on you or give you brownie points or a gold star for returning to this connection because Spirit is saying it is extremely unhealthy. Whether this is family or friend or not. This person or these people even gossip about you behind your back. It may have been part of some kind of demise, some kind of sabotage at one time or another in your life. And then they come kikiing and smiling in your face. Some of you are aware of this and some of you aren't. The next card that we have here is the Page of Swords. Be willing to be a student of yourself and getting to know yourself. Begin to have a love of pouring into you. Begin to have a love of receiving your own enlightenment as you see the bulbs here. Begin to increase your connection with spirit as you see the two birds here or with your ancestors. I love this card because I love the way she's standing on this. She's standing on the sword with my Virgil behind the card. She's standing on the sword and there's a gap here. Clearly, she knows that this gap is here, male or female, I'm speaking to. Okay, she knows. This person is standing on a sword with no shoes. If that isn't courage or bravery, but she knows that she is protected. She's receiving the wisdom and the knowledge of herself. She's receiving the backup and the courage from her ancestors, from the universe, from God, from source, from spirit. And so she stands there in confidence, receiving the enlightenment, trusting that there's a higher power, and continuing the process, not wavering on her tippy toes with no shoes, standing on the sword. Tell me that ain't bravery. Tell me that's not courage. What a book in her hand. I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to keep growing. I'm going to keep sowing. I'm going to walk away from this connection that is unhealthy for me. And you do not need to announce your departure. That's for somebody. I'm being told to repeat that. You do not need to announce your arrival or your departure. You just need to keep your back turned and keep going, keep moving. The next card we have here is the Queen of Swords. Time for you to be in this energy, sitting on your throne, protecting your heart, being mindful of who you let into your life, into your world, into your home, being mindful, not paranoid, not afraid, because that's low vibrational. We don't operate out of fear. We know fear is false evidence appearing real. So we don't operate out of that energy at all. It doesn't exist. It's all an illusion. But this is the energy collective that spirit wants you on, sitting on your throne in confidence. No matter what's going on. So what? You got $20 in your checking account. Okay, it's overdrawn. So what? So what? Whatever excuse you're giving yourself, Spirit is saying, so what? This is the Queen of Swords here. Very intelligent, someone who knows how to communicate well. You could end up finding a job with the train, beeping a horn, confirmation that deals with communication. You could become a motivational speaker, a life coach. You leaving this relationship, this situation, whether it's family, friend, your wife, your husband, your man, brother, sister, cousin, leaving this connection alone. And also, Spirit is saying for you to disassociate yourself from any and everyone connected with this person or these group of people. Because you cannot have a tree, woo, a ish, and want to break off a branch. Spirit is saying leave them all alone. That is for someone or maybe a few. You know, I don't talk to you, but I talk to your brother. I don't talk to you, but I talk to your sister. No, Spirit is saying be through with it because they are a group. And if you deal with one, it's the same as continuing the cycle of dealing with all. So you've been told in this read that you can do it. You've been told in this read, I don't know you, you don't know me personally, but Spirit is moving. Okay. All right. And I stand 10 toes down on what I do. I'm here because this is part of my purpose. Okay. God hired me. Nobody's going to fire me until it's time for me to back up. Okay. And that's what's up. So you've been told in this read that you can do it. You've been told that good things are coming your way if you choose to walk away and that you will be supported. And you also been told that it's going to get worse every time you go back. I mean, and you also been told that it's going to change your world. It's going to change your whole life for the better. More finances, better career, maybe entrepreneurship. I see someone teaching, becoming a life coach. Someone can speak very well, very articulate when it comes to communication. More balance in your life. Spirit says somebody's skin is going to improve. Yeah, being around wrong people can affect your skin, how you look inside and out. It can hinder your expansion. So this concludes my read. I trust and hope that it did assist you for your highest good. Later.